Great morning, friends. Jason DeSantis, hashtag Cincy Car Coach, YouTube at Jason DeSantis. Much of what we discuss is centered around emotional states, managing your emotional states. The reason being is because your emotional state of mind has a significant impact on your results in life. The human experience is nothing but a combination or compilation of emotional states your entire life. We talked about that before. But what I'm saying is this, is if you're centered on achieving a particular result, and all this applies no matter what area of your life we're referring to, remember that. This isn't just like achieving in your job or being a good football player. I mean, this is about love, this is about everything. So, back to emotional states. If you're going to effectively manage your emotional state, let's put it this way. If you approach a situation expecting a certain result, the cards are stacked in your favor when you're at a peak emotional state. That phrase, peak state, I learned from Tony Robbins. I've mentioned him before because a lot of what he teaches is just fact in my opinion, and I've carried it with me. But anyway, peak emotional states was big with him, and I agree, I concur. So if you are focusing on achieving a particular goal in life or creating a certain situation, you would rather have a heavy hand in your favor rather than not, right? So let's put it this way. If you go on an interview, let's use illustrations. You go on an interview, and you go on that interview right after you just found out that your brother was in a terrible car accident in some other state. You can't be there for him. Does that put you in a good emotional state or a bad emotional state? Right? And the answer's obvious. Do you think you're going to be really awesome in that interview or not so awesome in that interview? Right? Okay, so that's an uncontrollable situation, but I'm illustrating the point. If you just got your what I'm looking for, fiance, this is for females, your fiance just asked you to marry him, and you've been waiting for it for months, and that just happened last night, and now this morning is your big interview. Are you in a good emotional state or a bad emotional state? Do you think you're going to kill it in that interview or screw it all up, right? And again, you can pick these things apart, but you get the point. So that's emotional states. Now, here's a big piece of emotional states. I'm going to bring it down a notch to a smaller focus. Expectations. Managing your expectations is a major part of managing your emotional states in certain different situations. And expectations are huge. They can set you up or they can tear you down. Let's use an illustration for that. Ever been in the grocery store with your child, toddler child? Or have you ever seen someone in a grocery store with their toddler child? And walked in on that child laying on the ground, rolling around, screaming top of their lungs, limbs flailing. You don't need to know why, but you would immediately know what happened. The child wanted something, the parent said no, and the child's reaction was disastrous. You know, we as adults do this. I know I have. I've gotten better only recently as I've matured a little bit more in my old age to avoid this. And the way I've learned to avoid it is by managing my expectations a little better. Okay? So, let's say my favorite team, the Philadelphia Eagles, are playing a football game today, and my expectation is that they're going to win 50-0 because the season's on the line. And if I truly expect that to the degree that I've decided I will absolutely flip if this doesn't happen, then I'm setting myself up for a situation like the grocery store. But if I excitedly cheer them on, expecting the best, but being prepared to be let down, I can still enjoy the game and move on with my day when it's over, right? So think about this. I mean, this can apply to so many things, and I don't want to get too long-winded, But manage your expectations on a daily basis. When you wake up, what do you expect to happen? Do you expect nobody to cut you off on the road on the way to work? Of course somebody's going to cut you off. It's life. Don't let it ruin your day. Move around them and move on. Okay? So manage your expectations. Take a deep breath. Stay focused on your goals. And make it a great day.